Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So North Carolina's offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with...
Oh, he's going to go up top. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
To the air, it's Bender. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Second down coming up. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease to the left. Just destroying his way through the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The core performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Duke Blue Devils offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
The Blue Devils will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying play action. He tries to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. Bulldozes his way through. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Blue Devils racing to the line in a hurry up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Takes the handoff. It's Heath. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bender. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Blue Devils in the hurry-up. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Loss of 1 play. Brings up 3rd down.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking for a man. It's Bender. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Grabbed behind the line. It's Heath. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back and got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the gun, running back on the move. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Heath. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make...
Oh, look out! Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Back to throw, it's Bender. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They run the reverse. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways. And I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion from the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making it accurate.
And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's right on target. Makes a catch and knocked down.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Now from inside the red zone. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that, there are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able.
He's going to fire deep. Snatches it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This pack team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Clemson. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
Return goes out of bounds.
I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Quick pass on the jet motion. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
North Carolina.
The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he's looking to throw. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Defense showing blitz here. Leaves it with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Duke! A great catch and run for 6. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
Second and 10 after the previous play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Can anyone catch him? And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays? Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before where you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Running it to the right. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Back to pass, it's Bender. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Quickly complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Mueller. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Continues to fight for yards. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They're going to ride this running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. never a doubt.
North Carolina, 35.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Fires deep on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, UNC! And the route is on. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Okay, ready? And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing them out. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Going up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The play action fake. Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap they're going to. You can tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time. They're up 14 over Kent State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete.
Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grab behind the line. It's Keith. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the pummeling has started. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
He wants to throw it again. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Mueller. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left.
And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Duke.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the right side. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. On the option. Touchdown, UNC! And the punishment has been extended.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.